Diri Douye, representing the very wonderful people of Yenagoa Kolokuma Opokuma Federal Constituency. The Right Honorable Speaker, honorable colleagues, I come under Order 8, Rule 4, on a motion and the need to intervene on the current conflict between the Minister of Finance and the suspended Director General of the Securities and Exchange Commission. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, honorable colleagues.
Of the motion say aye. Those against it say nay. Ayes have it.
Respected honorable colleagues, as I said earlier, it's a motion on the need for these hallowed chambers to intervene on the current conflict between the Minister of Finance and the suspended DG of the Securities and Exchange Commission. The House notes that the conflict between the Minister of Finance, Kemi Adeosun, and the suspended Director General of the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, Muni Guazo, over Oando's forensic audit and corruption allegations. The House still notes that the conflict has led to the suspension of the DG of SEC alongside the head legal department and head of media on the 29th of November 2017. It has also led to the setting up of an administrative panel of inquiry and appointment of an acting DG by the Minister of Finance. The House equally notes that the conflict has been allegedly lingering for several months between the Ministry of Finance and the Securities and Exchange Commission, but the matter of Oando disagreement brought it into the public domain. The House observes that there are allegations of interference by the Ministry of Finance in the discharge of the responsibility by SEC, particularly the Oando forensic audit matter, which has largely and is largely responsible for the suspension of the Director General. The House also observes that the intervention by the House will put the matter into proper perspective and amicable resolution of the conflicts. In order to protect the image of the Securities and Exchange Commission in the interest of both local and foreign investors. The House therefore resolves that the Committee on Capital Market and Institutions should investigate all allegations and report back to the House within 2 weeks. And also that all the parties involved should maintain the status quo pending the outcome of the investigation by the House. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I so move.
Honorable Douye, please lead the debate.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues. Mr. Speaker and my colleagues, on Monday, 27th of November 2017, it was reported that the minister had a meeting with the suspended Director General in her own office, where she actually verbally directed the suspended DG to discontinue the forensic audit of Oando PLC. Mr. Speaker, I will not rise here to stand in support of corruption allegations. But, Mr. Speaker, this is the hallowed chambers of the Nigerian people. And this is the chamber where everybody demands justice. And so, this motion is a straightforward motion. The suspended DG is alleging that he replied to the verbal directives by the minister and letting her know of the implications of forgetting about that forensic audit. And by his own tone, that is what is leading to his own suspension. And Mr. Speaker, this matter is brought before this House. It has been widely published in all the media. And today, Mr. Speaker, we have the responsibility as a House to bring justice and to unravel the facts surrounding the suspension of the former DG. I urge my colleagues to speak in favor of this motion so that the truth will come out, the facts will emerge, and justice will be served. Thank you, honorable colleague.
Those against it say nay. The ayes have it.